Do you know why a narcissist is also called an energy vampire? It stems from the unique abilities of the vampire bat. The vampire bat is a bat which has a substance in its saliva which enables it to perform two very specialized tasks which are unique to it. It has an anti-clotting agent which prevents the blood from its victims from clotting when it is suckling. Also has a painkiller, a sort of painkiller in it, which prevents the victim from experiencing pain that you usually would feel if fangs had been sunk into your body. The vampire bat will suck the blood out of its victims, usually when their victims are asleep, and they will do it painlessly, and they will do it without the blood having the ability to clot. The body will feel the effects. It will experience whatever happens to a body that is drained of blood, but the victim will not be able to tell exactly why they are so weak, exactly why their organs are failing, why their brains won't think properly, why they are not able to move the way they're supposed to move, why they always feel that fatigued, and all these kinds of effects that you would expect from having a loss of blood. Now, this analogy is perfect for describing a narcissist because a narcissist does this only spiritually. And so the narcissist will sink their spiritual fangs into you. This is a very real thing. Sometimes we say things and it's very frustrating when you're talking to people who are asleep. When we try to make you see the reality of things around you, but you're so fixated on the unreal, the physical, the tangible, that you miss out on this other whole real world, which has physical effects, which you can see. But just because you can't see it in itself, you just brush away all these things that we say. Listen to me. The effects that a vampire bat has on its victims are very well mimicked in the victims of narcissists in this world. You're drained of your energy, drained of your power, you fall sick, you become mentally damaged, you become spiritually damaged, and all these other evil effects that come with you being near a narcissist. I want you to understand that the victim of a narcissist is a narcissist's oxygen, literally. Without you, a narcissist is dead. He can't survive. If you look at the narcissists that you know in your life, you realize one thing. They can't be able to stay away from people because they feed off of people. Make no mistake about it. This is what's happening. And if you are the narcissist's oxygen, I want you to think about it figuratively in that way. And I want you to think of it in a literal sense, that you're literally their oxygen. The moment you take the supply away, what do you think would happen? The Englishman said, I think it was about the 15th century when they came up with this proverb of sorts, said, a drowning man will clutch at a straw. When you're drowning in the river, even a grass straw, you will reach out for and try to pull yourself up with it. Why? Because of the desperate state that you are in. You're literally dying. And at that point in time, you will do literally anything to try and survive. This is what is happening whenever you wake up with the reality of narcissistic abuse around. And when a survivor decides that no, enough is enough. This person has been draining my blood dry. I'm actually dying. This person is feeding on me as a parasite on a host. I need to get out of this dynamic as fast as possible. This is what happens. They act in the same way a drowning man acts, literally. This has been called in narcissistic circles the tower moment, the experience of the tower moment. This is when literally the house of cards comes tumbling down and all the facade, all the deception that the narcissist has been living off of is exposed. They literally have no other way to defend themselves or to survive. You shut down the oxygen, take away their supply, and they start flailing around, literally. I want to tell you something. This is the reason it's very dangerous for a narcissist to experience this while you're still around them. Because when a drowning man is drowning, if they will clutch at a straw, they will clutch at you too. And they will drag you down to the bottom of the river in attempts to pull themselves up, gasping for air. When the narcissist is experiencing a tower moment, do your best, do your absolute best. It doesn't happen. You're around. When you're around, it is literally a mortal matter. It's dangerous. Right now, we're looking at the case, the ongoing case between P. Diddy and Cassie. And from the videos you can see and her testimonies, you can hear how P. Diddy used to require her to stay for hours and days in those freak-off parties, which lasted hours and hours and days sometimes 48 hours, sometimes 72 hours. No sleeping, no going nowhere. And if she tried to move away, if she as much as took more than the minutes that, according to Didi, were supposed to be the minutes that she would take our shower, for example, or if she decided that she was tired and she would go away, every time she would get beaten up. We saw that video in that hotel where P. Diddy comes and he beats her up because she's trying to leave, because it was a freak off. And he comes out of the room with a towel half naked, running after her. And he starts beating her up and pulling her back into the room. You have seen that video, right? That is exactly what a tower moment looks like. Because if you are this person's oxygen, trust me, you are not the one who needs them. Hear me when I say they're the ones who need you. Doesn't matter what they're providing for you. That is only something they work very hard at getting in order to have you as their supply. If it's the money that was keeping Cassie around, the narcissist will do whatever he can do to get this money in order that he may have that supply. Because without that supply, they are dead. You see P. Diddy experiencing a tower moment even in court when, say, the recordings of Prince are brought to bear, when Usher comes to witness, or when some of these friends who he didn't even think would ever testify against him come before as witnesses to this case. How do you see him reacting? All that carefully crafted, very well put facade comes to pieces, tumbles all down. He loses it, even in court. He has jeopardized himself by putting himself in a position where the judge would hold him at contempt of court, because his reactions are literally jerk movements, the flailing of a drowning man. When he realizes he's losing supply, when he's losing oxygen. This is what happens when a narcissist is experiencing a tower moment. When these vampires are suckling your blood and you wake up in the middle of the night and you realize, oh my, this creature is draining the blood out of my neck. This is what you must do. Bear it for the moment. What I'm saying could literally save your life. Bear it for the moment. Let him have his feel for tonight. After that, make your way out of that place and never look back. Do it to save your life. Because if you come and you say to a narcissist, you're a narcissist, you will see a tower moment experience. You say to a narcissist, you can't lie to me anymore, you will see it. If you say to them, you will not take advantage of me anymore, you will see. If you address this topic of abuse, they realize that you're being abused, you will see a tower moment experience. If you try or if you dare claim independence or freedom or reasonableness, you are literally closing the nose of breathing mammal. That's literally what you're doing. A narcissist is a demon who feeds on human beings. You are their oxygen, and you have to make